So again, this is one of the most rewarding programs that we've run. Again, it's a summer-long campaign. We get people to sign up, and it's on the honor system to log your miles. I encourage you, as this video goes through, to look at photos from the event, but really the testimonials. We have people emailing us and saying things like, my 7-year-old and I found out about Bike the Burg Challenge this year. We've put on 25 miles so far. Yay, Kennedy! We've gotten comments from people who have just moved to Fitchburg. I just moved to Fitchburg and found out about your challenge. It encouraged me to get on the bike and explore the city. I'm so happy you are running this program. So we get a lot of different feedback like that, and that's why we continue to do it. If you sign up, you're entered into drawings each month, and some of you may have won a prize or two. Anybody win a prize here this summer? Kennedy, nice job. Okay. So that's just some of the reasons we do Bike the Burg. Also, Fitchburg is a bike-friendly community for so many reasons. Health, wellness, transportation, fun. What you might not realize is that biking is a major contributor to the economy in Wisconsin and in Fitchburg. 2024 most recent data shows that over $5 billion in economic output is related to cycling activities and manufacturing. That is a tremendous amount of pedal power. You've got the obvious leisure, visitor travel, related economic activity, but did you know that Wisconsin is the largest domestic concentration of biking industries and headquarters related to manufacturing in the nation? And in 2022, Wisconsin ranked 16th out of 50 states for the highest percentage of commuters who bike. And when you consider the hemisphere part of the hemisphere that we live in, I think that's pretty impressive. So people are biking for all kinds of reasons, and the investment that our organization, the City of Fitchburg, our businesses like Fitchburg Family Pharmacy and all our bike-friendly businesses, the effort that they put into the infrastructure and advocacy for biking is really appreciated. So we have a couple of awards and a couple of other things to talk about. First, we want to thank our premier sponsor for Bike the Burg. Bike the Burg, like I said, is in its 5th year. We wanted a sponsorship to help us run the program, and right away, Fitchburg Family Pharmacy, Thad Schumacher is the owner, stepped up. And he has been our premier sponsor all 5 years. If any of you know Thad, he is usually on a bike. And he is always the first to step up when it comes to biking advocacy, programming, you name it, he's involved, and he has a real commitment to the health and wellness of the citizens in Fitchburg, not just through biking, but through his actual business. And we really appreciate his support. So Thad, come on up for a little award. So this is our Community Champion Award, presented to Fitchburg Family Pharmacy in recognition of Fitchburg Family Pharmacy's commitment to community health and wellness and the support of biking programs in Fitchburg. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You want to say something?
Well, thank you so much for this plaque. We will display it proudly. I want to say that we are so happy to be behind an event like we have all summer here at Bike the Burg. It's important because it gets people out, gets people wondering like what is out there in Fitchburg to see, and it makes people healthy. So a body that in motion stays in motion, and that's what we're all about. So thank you.
So next, I would like to ask Mark Hamilton and Steve Arnold to join me at the podium, please. We have 2 more Community Champion Awards. And again, for those of you who may or may not know Mark and Steve, I apologize, I kind of lumped you together, because the list of their involvement and accomplishments and advocacy related to cycling is extensive. And, whoops, sorry, Siri. So Mark and Steve have invested their time and expertise to all areas of cycling in Fitchburg, serving on committees, serving as alder or mayor, serving as board president on the Fitchburg Chamber of Commerce, volunteering for organized rides, organizing and running bike rodeos for safety and training for young ones, advocating for additional city infrastructure, advising on safety. Really, the list is impressive and endless, and we really appreciate both your time and your expertise when it comes to biking in Fitchburg. So, oh wait, this is the most important part. One of the main things I'd like to say about Mark and Steve is they have worked tirelessly with our business community to assist them in achieving the prestigious designation of becoming a bike-friendly business award. If you are a business and you've ever thought, I want to be a bike-friendly business, and you go online and you look at the application, it's a designation by the League of American Cyclists, so it's a nationwide designation. And you look at the application and it's, what?
Daunting.
Daunting. It's at least 18 pages long. So what Mark and Steve have done, which I think is really special in our community, is they have worked with each of the businesses that have received this designation, helped them with the application, walk them through the process, and that is the reason why Fitchburg has the most bike-friendly businesses in the Midwest, with 31 that have received that designation. And not only that, we are 5th in the nation. So for that reason, I would like to say, in recognition of your dedication, time, and expertise shared with the Fitchburg community, we appreciate you. Mark?
Thank you.
Thank you. And Steve Arnold.
What a surprise. Thank
Thank
you.
you. I'll let you guys, you want to talk?
Are we up next?
I just want to say, I want to thank everybody that's here today because you've all supported cycling. I want to thank our city leaders as well as our business leaders and the chamber. All working together, it's made it better. And yes, Steve does put a lot of time on this, more time than me, but I've learned a lot in working with him, and it's actually a lot of fun. So it's a good way to volunteer when you retire. So thank you very much.
I'll let you talk at the next part. Okay. There has to be one more award. I do realize that Bike the Burg Challenge is a non-competitive event. However, given the competition between some of the top riders, namely Mr. Andy Potts, and I'm just going to say it, my husband Brian Bain, we did have an award this year for the top rider, which really is kind of impressive. 4,202 miles between the months of April and September, Mr. Andy Potts, also a cycling advocate for Fitchburg. Thank you. Thanks, Andy. And so, Andy, next year, take it a little easier on my husband. And then, of course, last but not least, we have some pretty impressive competitors in the Bike the Burg Challenge this year. We had a handful or more of bikers that are under the age of 10. If you think about the additional rotations that their smaller legs and smaller tires have to make, I think they far surpassed any of the other biking. I would like the bikers Teddy and Kennedy. Kennedy has rode over 150 miles. And I forgot Teddy. He'll tell me when he comes up here. Come on up here and get your prize. Oh, wait, you guys got to get a picture. Is it okay? Okay, would you guys stand right here with the picture? Thank you. There you go. All right, Teddy had 300. So Kennedy, oh boy, next year's going to be really interesting. Thanks, you guys. Real quick before I turn the mic over to Steve Arnold and Mayor Arata Frada, I would just like to mention all of our partners that are here tonight. So we had our nonprofit partner this year, Bike for Kids Wisconsin. They do amazing work throughout all of the state. I really encourage you to check them out and talk to them a little bit more, just in terms of advocacy for cycling and equity and making sure that every kid has a bike. They do the good work. So thank you to Christy and Ben. Make sure you guys check them out. We also have over here our local nonprofit Bike Fitchburg. And one of the programs that you'll hopefully be hearing more about is Cycling Without Age. That is we have an international chapter of Trishaw Cycling, which we are raising a little bit of money to own our own Trishaw, which takes seniors and people that maybe not able to go out and bike on their own, get them out and on the trails and biking. So again, talk to Mark over there from Bike Fitchburg. Of course, you have Thad and Fitchburg Family Pharmacy over here, and Chris from B-Cycle. We'll hear more about B-Cycle in a few minutes, but Fitchburg has now the second largest B-Cycle fleet in Dane County, and hopefully you've all been out and riding on them this summer. Okay? Next, I would like to turn it over to Steve Arnold and Mayor Julia.
Thank you. Well, Angela already talked a little bit about bicycle-friendly businesses. Businesses are important destinations, and destinations are important for every transportation bike ride and many recreational bike rides. So having businesses that are explicitly welcoming of bicyclists are really important to encourage bicycling culture and active transportation in our city. So since 2022, the partners, our active Wisconsin Together partners, the Chamber, the city, and Bike Fitchburg, have been promoting business outreach. And this involves three aspects: the Bicycle Benefits Retail Program for those who are retailers, having good bike parking at your destination and other end-of-trip facilities, and applying and working toward and being recognized as a bicycle-friendly business. It's that third thing we're going to talk about today, Angela already referenced. So there are 3 rounds a year, and we have 4 new bicycle-friendly businesses this year. And I have not seen their representatives, but is there anybody here from the Limerick? Lane, step right up. Stand right here for a sec. I'll give you this. Is there anyone here from Flight Wine and Bourbon Bar? Joyce and, all right. And how about Tati Company? Both of our retailers in Terra Vesa. And finally, the Thirsty Goat. Step right up here. I'll put you on this side. So, you got silver, right? Yes. Both of you got silver. The other 2 got bronze awards. We have submitted applications for 31 organizations, and all of them have received awards. Mark and I have each helped about half of our applicants, and so we're very proud of you. We hope that you will display your bicycle-friendly business plaques proudly and continue to support bicyclists who are arriving at your businesses. The awards are for 4 years, and so Bike Fitchburg will be back to you in 3 years to remind you to step up your game and maybe get a better medal and help you renew. So if I could invite the mayor over for just a quick photo op, and we're grateful for you all. And we also tonight wanted to honor all 31 of our bicycle-friendly businesses. If you are here from one of our 31 bicycle-friendly businesses, including the City of Fitchburg, Bike Fitchburg, and the Chamber, please raise your hand. I think all of us deserve a great round of applause, so thank you very much. Yeah, here.
I'm going to give you the big one.
Okay, last but not least, we're going to mention a heavy, well, go
One more
ahead.
thing.
Whoop.
There will be trishaw rides if anybody has not experienced that and would like to.
Trishaw rides. Last but not least, a pretty heavy lift project that the city of Fitchburg and some other partners engaged in the last couple of years, and that is the expansion of the B-Cycle program into Fitchburg. And so to talk a little bit about that, that was a great effort on behalf of the city of Fitchburg. The chamber was involved, several businesses involved. Mark Hamilton, chair of the bike committee, bike ped committee was involved. Of course, B-Cycle, the list goes on, but I'd like to have Julia talk a little bit about that.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes. Sorry I had to wear my sunglasses, but they have prescription, okay? So it's a pleasure to be here today to celebrate another milestone in Fitchburg's ongoing investment in cycling and sustainable transportation. Fitchburg's journey with bicycle began in early 2023, when the Community and Economic Development Authority funded a 7-station pilot program. Later that same year, we expanded the effort with a Transportation Alternatives Program, or TAP grant, from the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. And this summer, we completed the expansion with the installation of the final 4 stations. Thank you to this investment, Fitchburg B-Cycle Network now features more than 20 stations and over 150 individual docks. This network connects residents, visitors, and workers, alike our neighborhoods, our businesses, and the trail that make our city unique. Even more importantly, it links us, the city area, to the regional system across Madison, Monona, and McFarland. This expansion was made possible by the leadership team that included city staff, our Bicycle and Pedestrian Commission, and the Fitchburg Chamber of Commerce. The support of the Common Council and several chamber members was essential. Together, this team has helped make B-Cycle not just a project, but a success story, with over 5,000 rides per year here in Fitchburg, and continue to grow. But bicycling in Fitchburg is about more than just B-Cycle. The city now maintains more than 96 miles of bikeways, 3 bikes and pedestrian bridges, and multiple mountain bike areas that attract riders from across the region. We are proud to be recognized as a silver-friendly community since 2015, and in 2023, Fitchburg was awarded gold status as a bicycle-friendly business. As our community continues to grow, we are updating the city's bicycle and pedestrian plan for the first time in 8 years. And thank you to some of the commissioners, especially Andy Pott and Mark Hamilton. This will ensure that our investment continue to improve safety, accessibility, and the cycling and walking experience for all the residents. So on behalf of the city, I want to thank the Fitchburg Chamber, Angela, for all your support, and back Fitchburg for the leadership and partnership in making today's celebration possible. Thank you. Gracias.
Couple of announcements. Please eat chili. We've got some Bike the Burg water bottles. A name I don't think was mentioned was Phil Gruppe, City of Fitchburg Sustainability Director. I want to thank him for his, let's call it patience and tireless work on especially the B-Cycle program. Thank you, Phil. And what else? Be sure to stop and see our partners here. A big thanks to our host sponsor, the beautiful Agora Promega setting here, Steve Leverance and our friends at Agora and Promega. Thank you for having us here tonight. And then, if you're looking for more ways to ride, because it looks like it's going to be nice weather, check out visitfitchburg.com. Catherine just loaded up a really nice page full of suggested rides. So you've got 7 to 10, 12 different routes to explore yet this fall. And then next year, we had our first Fitchburg Brewery ride this year. It was beyond popular, and so we will have the Fitchburg 2026 Brewery ride June 6th. Save the date, and first come, first serve. The registrations will open in February. Thanks, everybody. Keep biking.